Good morning, good people. Welcome back to Collector's Quest, and thank you so much for joining me on another gaming adventure. The time is currently 4:45 on a Saturday morning, which can mean one thing. It's time for Hogs Lane carboot. Hopefully we're going to get there and find some games, DVDs, Blu-rays, electronics, all of those great things we can either flip into CEX or add to the collection. So let's get the GoPro ready, get the bag ready, get the car loaded, and get the Hogs Lane car boot and meet my good car boot hunting buddy, Diego Damo. So I'll catch you bright and early at Hogs Lane car boot. Let's get this show on the road. First pickup at Hogs Lane carboot was the Tales of the Unexpected, the complete series. Paid £1 and that's a £20 voucher. A great DVD box set. Always be on the lookout for any box set from Network. They do tend to hold a decent amount of value, so this was a great way to kick off Hogs Lane carboot. Morning. How much are your DVDs, please?
It's on the box, look.
Sorry. Oh, thank you.
Thank
you. There you go. No, it's all good. Thank you. The first games that I picked up are going straight into my collection. Picked up Phantom Brave and Legaria 2 Dual Saga. Paid £16 in total, and they would have cost me £30 to purchase at CEX, so not a bad deal here. Hi mate, what's the best you do on those two?
What have I got?
You 16?
Yeah, go on then.
Thanks mate.
Just play this lady. 16 on this one, Doc.
Thank you. Have you got change for a 20 please? I then picked up a massive stack of sealed Blu-ray DVDs, paid £25 in total, and I think there's about £70 worth of value if I do look to flip them on eBay. A couple of them will be going into CEX, and I also picked up WWE 2K23, which is a £5 voucher, so a decent stack of DVD Blu-rays here.
26, I'm trying to say 25.
Are you doing any less? You do 20? That's my bad mate, sorry. That's all good.
So I wouldn't really want to go less than 25 for all them, mate. Quite a lot there.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, we'll do 25.
Yeah.
Another two gaming pickups to add to the collection. Picked up Alien Resurrection for the PS1 with the manual, and Condemned 2 Bloodshot. Paid £12 in total, and these would have cost me £34 to purchase at CEX, so again, another good deal. Cheers mate, thank you.
Rock and roll, man.
How much for those two, please, mate?
I'll do you 15. I'll tell you that. Alright.
You do need less because the case is plastic on that, it's going to need new place
What I
into it.
said 15.
You want to do 10?
I'll do 12. Give me the middle.
Yeah, okay, go on then.
Towards you.
Yeah. I've got a couple of spare ones to be fair.
Yeah, it's
but...
what I mean, the case is straight. For the rest of it's all good.
Yeah, cool.
Alright.
The only electronic that I picked up today was an Xbox 360 controller. Paid £2, and that's a £13 voucher for the Grade B model. It works, yeah?
Yeah, it's working. It's my personal, to be honest with you. It's connecting to the PlayStation.
Yeah.
The Xbox actually, Xbox 360.
Alright, mate.
Well, same size, or the
Yeah, this on the side says it looks like.
What you got? You got them?
No.
What's that?
There you go, one on.
We do £2, mate.
Take it.
Thank you. Just got back in the car from Hogs Lane carboot, and it was okay to be fair. Not the best, not the worst. Got a couple of great things to add to the collection, a couple of things to sell on eBay, and a couple of things to trade into CEX for those sweet vouchers. So yeah, mixed bag, but not too bad. Gonna head back home, get a green tea, a bite to eat, and we'll go over the pickup. So I'll catch you when we get back home. So just got back in from Hogs Lane carboot, had a nice shower, some eggs on toast, and I've got a nice cup of green tea. So in terms of the pickups, definitely not the best car boot at Hogs Lane. Only got 5 transactions to go through, but what I did pick up was definitely quality over quantity. So The first pickup was this box set here. Picked up Tales of the Unexpected, and what you want to look out for, any box set with network at the top, if it's network, the complete series, the complete collection, any box set from network tends to hold a decent amount of value. I paid £1 for this, and you get a £20 voucher at CEX. They sell it for 40, but I think on eBay it sells for about 50, 60 pounds. So I'll sell this on eBay, and that'll pretty much pay for everything that I picked up today. I think I spent in total 50, 55 pound. Annoyingly, it does look like it was at one point sealed and someone ripped it open, but yeah, for £1, that is an amazing find. So yeah, always be on the lookout for network DVD box sets because they do hold a decent amount of value. And then speaking of DVDs, I picked up this entire stack here for £25. The majority are superhero, Marvel DVDs, Blu-ray, Steelbooks. I think there was one game in there. Picked up that one as part of the bundle. I think that's like a £5 voucher. This one here, this DVD box set is £25 to buy at CEX, and they give you a £12 voucher. I think it only goes for about £20 on eBay, but if I sell that Unexpected Tales box set from Network, I can pretty much trade in all that or sell the sealed stuff. So yeah, I think there's about £50 worth of vouchers. And when I was going through the stuff at the car boot, the guy who was selling the stuff was right next to me, so I had to kind of use my knowledge. I didn't really feel that comfortable scanning stuff in front of him. I don't know, let me know in the comments down below how you do it, but he was literally right next to me, so maybe I missed a couple of things, maybe there's a couple of fails in there, but I think for £25, it's not too bad. Then the two games that I picked up next are going straight into my collection. So I picked up these two JRPGs, Phantom Blade and Legaria 2 Dual Saga. Paid £16 in total, and as you can see, he did have £10 stickers on them. So £16 for those two, and I think on CEX that one's 12 and that one's 18, 20. So factoring postage, about £36, so £16 for two games going straight into the collection isn't a bad deal. And funny enough, this one here, Phantom Blade, it was one of the games that had a cover reprint at Merryhill on last week's video. So yeah, it was just fate, had to pick it up. Some great JRPGs to add to the collection. And then two more games that I'm probably going to add to the collection. Picked up these two here, they cost me £12. Condemned 2, just a horror game that looks very interesting. I remember playing this way too young, probably 2008. When did it come out? Yeah, 2008, so I would have been 13, 14. Yeah, not a game that a 14-year-old should be playing. It absolutely terrified me. I think first-person horror games just feel way more scary than third-person. But yeah, maybe now when I'm 28, I'll be able to get through it. And then this one here is fairly interesting. I remember probably 18 months ago, Alien Resurrection for the PlayStation 1 had some crazy value. I think it was like an £80, £90 game. It has come back down now. I think it's about £30 at CEX. Someone let me know in the comments down below, but I think doing a bit of research, this is one of the games that you can put into your PlayStation 1 and it can bootleg it. I don't know what you can do with this disc, but it does come with the manual, the inlay, and the disc, which is in nice condition. Obviously the case is absolutely battered, you can see it's cracked, but I've got a couple of cases up there. So for £12 to get, you know, two games to add to the collection again, probably looking at about £36, £38 when you factor in postage. Not too bad, to be fair. So yeah, some good pickups, and got some great things to flip on eBay to pretty much pay for everything. Got 4 games to add to the collection. So yeah, even though I haven't got the most pickups in terms of a traditional car boot video, I think I'm fairly happy with what we picked up and what we're adding to the collection. And actually, I forgot to mention this, I picked up this controller as well. Paid £2 and that's like a £13 voucher, so yeah, not too bad. But yeah, pretty decent to be fair. So plan now, I'm gonna probably list a couple of things on eBay because I've got a massive bag full of things that need to be listed on eBay. I'm just lazy. Probably gonna drink my tea and then gonna walk into Stourbridge, take a couple of things in, get a sweet voucher hopefully, and there's a couple of games that I want to take a look at, so I'll take you guys along for the ride and we might have a look into some of the charity shops in Stourbridge. So yeah, catch you when we walk into Stourbridge. Just made it into Stourbridge, just walking in. Had a nice brisk walk from my house, took about half an hour, 40 minutes, get the steps in, all that good stuff. But yeah, let's hopefully go into Stourbridge, trade in a couple of things and pick up this fairly expensive game. Been on the fence about it for a while because it's been in stock for a couple of weeks here, but I think today is the day I'm going to finally pull the trigger. Then we'll have a pop into the charity shops. Not expecting too much, but got to be in it to win it, as they say. So yeah, let's head into Stourbridge CEX and have a look around the charity shops. Just came out of Stourbridge CEX for the second time. Left my membership card in there, absolute muppet. But yeah, shout out to the CEX manager for calling me about that. But yeah, took in a couple of games and DVDs and all that stuff and got about £30 on a voucher, so happy days. And then I picked up a £70 3DS game, so fairly expensive, fairly uncommon as well, so came in great condition, complete with the manuals, so yeah, all good. Gonna walk back now, got a long walk ahead of me, then we'll go over the pickup and I'll get to putting some stuff on eBay. So yeah, catch you guys when we get back home. So I've been back from Stourbridge CEX for a couple of hours and got a nice pickup to add to the 3DS. But definitely a big shout out to the Stourbridge CEX manager. I went there, took in some games, DVDs and got about £28 on a sweet voucher. I then left my membership card, went to Tesco and had a call from a private number. The manager rang me up saying, "You've left your membership card, come and pick it up." So big shout out to you. But yeah, in terms of the pickup, quite an expensive one. Picked up Project X Zone 2, that's such a weird name, and that cost me £70. Project X Zone 2 is a crossover tactical RPG adventure that spans worlds from dozens of famous games. It covers publishers like Capcom, Sega, Bandai Namco and includes characters from game series like Resident Evil, Street Fighter, Devil May Cry, Mega Man, Yakuza, Sakura Wars, God Eater, the Tales of games, just to name a few. This has been in stock at Stourbridge for probably a couple of weeks or maybe a few months, and I've always kind of been like, oh, maybe. And it isn't meant to be that good of a tactical RPG, but the thing that definitely drew me in was the crossover and just the amount of fan service. I'm always fascinated by these games of how much it costs to get the licenses, how the negotiations went, and you just don't see games like this, Marvel vs. Capcom. There's too many publishers out there that don't want to take a risk or haven't got the money to acquire said licenses for games like this. So yeah, for £70, it's a cool one to add to the 3DS and something that you don't see all too often. Want to hear from you guys down in the comments, but while I was in Stourbridge CEX, there was a kid, bless him, about 5 or 6 years old, with his grandparents or his parents, and he wanted a Skylander, so he picked up a Skylander for £38, and I know nothing about Skylanders or Disney Infinity figures. You do see them quite often at the car boot. Let me know in the comments down below if you know anything about those figures, what I need to look out for, how I tell if one's valuable or not, because I'm really tempted to just buy a box one day at the car boot and just go through it and see if I get any treasure or not, because £38 for a little figure seems obscene. But yeah, I don't know anything about it, but it was pretty cool, and bless him, he had a big smile on his face. So the plan now is I'm actually going out on the lash with the lads. I don't drink. Gonna be water for me. Gonna go up to town, maybe jump into Birmingham CEX if I have time. Might be a bit weird going from a pub, a bar to a CEX, but who knows. Then you're gonna probably see me bright and early tomorrow morning for Cole's car boot. So yeah, another car boot hunt on the go on this video. So I'll catch you at 4:30, 4:45 at Cole's car boot. First pickup at Coles Carboot was the One Piece Volume 1, 2 and 3 manga. Paid £2 and that would cost you about £10 to £12 on Amazon, so I figured a good one to add to my manga collection.
Morning, how much are your books, please?
The book, £2 each.
Okay.
Interested or not?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, sorry. Yeah, I'll take that one, please.
Just that one.
Yeah, thank you.
I was going to say they are better as a set. So if you're thinking of selling them on,
No, I'll read.
I just wanted it
Yeah, I'll
yourself.
read manga. Yeah.
Another pickup for the collection, I picked up the Silent Hill DVD, paid 50p and that would have cost me £6 at CEX. So 50p is a bargain for a great horror film.
Morning, how much are your DVDs, please?
50p each, mate.
Yeah, I'll take that one, please.
This was a shame, so again another network box set, Soldier Soldier, the complete 1 to 7 series. This is a £15 trade-in on a voucher, but the guy wanted £15 and he told me it was going for £100 on eBay, which was a whole load of toffee.
Morning, how much is DVD, please?
15 quid for that.
15 quid.
100 odd quid online.
Okay.
Another box set, but this time we managed to strike a deal. I picked up Steptoe and Son, paid £2 and that's a £6 voucher, so bang on the money in terms of tripling my money.
Morning, how much are your DVDs, please?
£3 a set.
Would you do 2 on that one?
Yeah.
Thank you. Can I just check the one in there, please?
Another thing which would have been great to pick up was 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. That's a £16 voucher on the Xbox 360, but unfortunately the disc had a crack, so always check those discs. Then we get to one of the best pickups I've ever had at a car boot, the Money Shot. I paid £40 for 2 PlayStation 2 Guitar Hero guitars. Those are £23 vouchers. An Xbox 360 Guitar Hero guitar, that's a £22 voucher. And the best thing I picked up in a long time, a boxed PlayStation 3 Super Slim console. It's a 500 gig model, comes with all the cables, the console, the leaflets and the controller. That would have cost you £145 at CEX, and they give you a £96 voucher. The £40 is a great price to pay for all of these things.
Okay. Make me an offer. £4. They've been tried on, they've not been worn.
So how much would you do for that, just that game there? And then the PS3 and the 2 guitars? You said 30 for that. Can I just check it's all in there, please?
Yeah,
That's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. Thing is, I don't think I'm going to get rid of the games
Yeah, okay.
on its own.
Yeah, that's fair enough, yeah. So what would you do for the PS3 and the guitars then? Or did you want to sell it all? So I know you said 30 for this,
Yeah,
which
30 for that, and then
yeah.
it'd make me an offer for all the games and the guitars. And with the Guitar Hero. That's just
thank you. Yeah, I love Guitar Hero. I've got the drums and stuff.
Have you?
Yeah.
Daddy is.
They just take up so much space, like you need to leave it set up.
He was like, yeah, but that's nostalgic. He was
Yeah.
like, how many times have we played Guitar Hero? And I was like, let's go in.
That's great, thank you.
Welcome.
So back in the car from Coles Carboot, and that was definitely a roller coaster of emotions. First hour I was going around thinking, man, this was a complete and utter bust. Worst car boot ever, found nothing really. Always turning up too late to the party, people already had games in their hands. I was like, oh man. But then, that's how quick you can turn at car boot. So there was a lady I picked up the One Piece manga from right at the start, and she kept saying, I got some games, I got a PS3, come back later. I was like, I swear she's gaslighting me, because she kept saying it was a good like hour and a half after. And I thought, you know what, this car boot's been a bust, I'm gonna wait it out, I'm gonna plonk my backside, not literally, right next to her. And just got chatting to her, and I waited about 10-15 minutes, and she was quite nice actually. She got the Guitar Heroes and the boxed PS3 down. I was like, right, we're in business here. Picked up that and the Guitar Hero stuff for like £40, and I'm so happy. I was this close to just calling it a day, coming home early, but I'm so happy I waited around. Yeah, buzzing, absolutely buzzing, because a couple of weeks ago I was really close to buying it on CEX with vouchers, but yeah, I'm just buzzing, man, absolutely buzzing. I've got no money left though, so I've had to call it a day. It's like 28 minutes past 6, so I'm normally here till about 8 o'clock, but I've got literally no money. Didn't bring a lot, to be fair, 45, 50 pound at most. But yeah, who cares? I've got a box PS3, get in there. Yeah, buzzing, man. All right, let's go home, have a shower, have some eggs on toast, green tea, and close out the video. Buzzing, man, get in there. Before we get to the Coles carboot pickups, I wanted to do this. So a big shout out to Luke. He was the winner of those sweet vouchers on a previous couple of videos, and he reached out to me on Instagram and said that he wanted to send me this. I tried to offer him money, he wouldn't take it. So Luke, mate, you are a top guy. I really do appreciate this, and please don't feel the need to send me anything. I'm always willing to do a deal and we can trade stuff in, or I can either give you some vouchers or cash if you have got anything that you think would be good for my own collection. But yeah, the best thing you can do is like, comment and subscribe. But I'm gonna open this and see what we got. I do already know what this is because he told me. But yeah, massive shout out, mate. Well packaged, that's for sure. Wow, Luke sent me some cat food.
A few moments later.
Come on, this has got to be the final one. And we've got another package. Luke, man, you are brilliant at packaging stuff. But what he sent me, as you can see, was this real nice, let me put the scissors down. What he sent me was this really nice steelbook. This is for the PS4 and it's Shining Resonance Refrain, the Draconic Launch Edition. And as he knows, I do love my steelbooks. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So it is just the steel book and the cardboard sleeve, no game. I think I might have this for the Switch maybe. But yeah, awesome steelbook on there, great design, great anime design on there. But yeah, Luke, you are a gentleman. Thank you so much, mate. You didn't have to do it. But yeah, reach out to me on Instagram if you do want to send me anything or sell me anything. But yeah, like I said, it's not needed at all. Just make sure you like, comment and subscribe if you are enjoying the content. But now back to the Coles carboot pickups. So I'm back from Coles carboot, had some nice eggs on toast and I got a nice cup of green tea. Someone commented on a previous video asking me where I get all of my gaming t-shirts from. So this one here, this is a Final Fantasy Pixel anniversary t-shirt. I believe this is from Vinted, paid probably £6 or £7 for it. It was new with the tag, so all of my t-shirts pretty much come from Vinted, a couple from the car boot, and I picked up quite a few from the Black Country gaming market a couple of months ago. But yeah, Vinted is a great place for t-shirts, especially if you tick the new with tags. So yeah, get yourself on Vinted and get yourself some bargain gaming t-shirts. But Coles car boot, like I said, was a massive roller coaster of emotions. Until the final pickup, it was the worst car boot I've been to in probably 3 or 4 years. It was absolutely dead, nothing happening at all. Literally, these 3 things here was everything I picked up for the first hour and a half. Just nothing. Everything that I was seeing, I was either too late turning up to the table, people had already picked me to the pickups, and as you can see, there's nothing here worth of, you know, any value whatsoever. So I picked up One Piece volume 1 to 3. That cost me £2 and that's a £12 book on Amazon. I've been on the fence about One Piece. I asked ChatGPT how long it would take me to get up to speed with the series if I watch 3 episodes every single day. 1 episode is 20 minutes, so an hour each day, and it said it would take me about 3.5 to 4 years to get up to speed. So that put me off, but I thought for £2 I'll give it a blast, see what I think of it. I then picked up this DVD box set here, paid £2, I think. And that trades in for a £6 voucher, so a bang on the money. And then I picked up a DVD for my own collection, so I picked up Silent Hill. That cost me £1, and I think CEX sell it for £6. I've got some great memories of watching this way too young. I believe I was 10 or 11 watching this back in the day. I had a strange childhood. I watched films like Saw, Paranormal Activity, this way too young. Wrong Turn, The Hills Have Eyes, Hostel. I was, yeah, messed up childhood, but great memories watching this, and I'd be intrigued to see if it's held up. So for £1, a good DVD to add to the collection. And up until the last pickups, that was it. That's everything that I picked up. But like I said in the car, there was a lady who kept saying to people, I've got some games, come back later. I've got some games, come back later. It was actually the blue coat red bag man. Don't know what his real name is, but the guy that you always see on my Cole's car boot videos. And he asked first, you know, it was probably 5:15 in the morning. And she said, yeah, I've got a PS3 and some Guitar Hero guitars. Come back later and you can have a look. And he went round a couple of times, came back, and then I think he got annoyed and went off on his way. So I always had in the back of my mind, go back to the lady who might have the Guitar Heroes and the PS3. I had no idea what it was, so I just waited. Got there about 6:20, and I thought I'm gonna wait here because this car boot's gonna bust. Be patient, got talking to her. She was the same lady that I picked up that One Piece manga from, and she pulled out these, so picked up everything that you see here for £40. So we got 2 PlayStation 2 Guitar Heroes, or Guitar Hero guitars. They're £23 vouchers each. Then I picked up this one as well. That's a Xbox 360 World Tour Guitar Hero guitar. Again, I think that might be a £23 voucher. And then definitely the pickup of the day, and probably my best pickup for a long time, a boxed PlayStation 3 Super Slim. That's a 500 gig model. And like I said, everything here cost me £40, and I also picked up this game for the collection, Game of Thrones. I think this is the RPG and not the Telltale one. But yeah, for 40 quid, everything here is probably worth over £250 probably. I think on CEX these sell boxed for £150. Obviously you do get the 5-year warranty, that has to be factored in. But I really wanted to add a boxed PlayStation 3 to my collection because, like I said on my previous videos, I absolutely love the PlayStation 3. It is without doubt my favourite console of all time. And when I saw it there, I was like, yeah, it's fate. I was so close to buying this from CEX, and as you can see, box is in pretty decent condition. I mean, if you bought this from CEX, I don't think you'd have any major issues with the condition. It does come with the controller, or the cables, the leaflets, the booklet, so it's pretty much complete. Obviously the big question is, does it work? And we'll find out on next week's video because I haven't got time to test it right now. But yeah, it was fate, and I'm just buzzing about this. I can't wait to add this to the collection and maybe put this on display. Put it down because it's quite heavy. But yeah, it just goes to show that even if you get to the car boot, you don't find nothing for hours. It just takes out one thing to turn your day around, and that's going to be the pickup probably of the year, and I'm going to be thinking about that for forever, man. I love that. I'm just, yeah, I'm buzzing about it, absolutely buzzing. And like I said, PS3 is my favourite console, and to have a box one to epitomise my love for that console generation is just amazing. So yeah, over the moon with that. And now I want to hear from you guys, because that box PS3 might be the catalyst to something which, you know, I might regret, but I want to hear from you guys. So I've been thinking for probably the last 6 or 7 months of going for a full PlayStation 3 power game set, which is mental. There's over 1,000 games in that set, but I've never gone for a full set, so I want to hear from you guys. Let me know, you know, the pros and cons of going for a full set. Would really want to hear from people who have gone on the full set journey. But I don't know, my brain's just in overdrive mode thinking about the pros and cons, and it kind of goes against everything I stand for as a collector, just collecting for the sake of it. And there probably is a lot of shovelware on the PS3, but I love that console so much, and it would be a great opportunity to learn more about the console, find out some hidden gems, and just get absorbed within the PS3. And some of the game shelves are just there for show, and as and when I need the extra room, I can make more room within here. And I think each of these Billy bookcases can fit around 400, 500 games. So I probably could fit the full PlayStation 3 power set within here, but I don't know, I want to hear from you guys first. And if I do embark on the full PlayStation 3 power set, I'll of course bring you guys along for the ride and let you know. But yeah, definitely let me know in the comments down below what you think of that. And while you're down there in the comments, let me know what you thought of today's video. Like I said, been an absolute roller coaster of emotions. Obviously, Hogs Lane carboot was pretty decent, got some great things to add to the collection. Also picked up that nice 3DS game and got some great things here to add to the collection. So definitely let me know what you thought of today's video, and of course let me know if you're for or against going for a full power PS3 set. And if you haven't done so already, then please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the Collector's Quest channel. Got a very interesting video coming up on Friday, something a bit different and something that I've always wanted to talk about, so definitely check that video out. And we're also doing a giveaway of some great JRPGs, so if you want to add some great JRPG games to your collection, then definitely check out the video above my head, and obviously check out the backlog of great videos on the channel. And as always, good luck on your game hunt and collecting adventures. Take it easy, YouTube, and I'll catch you in the next one.